Good morning. If you watched the last video, sorry I haven't gone to do the testing yet. We've just gotten up. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning. We've got to get ready. Supposedly the testing is between 10 and 10:30 at some hotel, which is odd. I'm guessing it's one of the virus hotels, one of their quarantine hotels, so that could mean a couple of things. Yeah, I see several possibilities here. One, they could force us to stay in the hotel. Two, they could do the test and send us back here to, I guess, live out the rest of our quarantine period here in the house. Third possibility is that the test will come back quickly, they'll clear us, and then we'll be free to go. I'm not so confident on that one. I know the U.S. has some tests that can come back really quick, but as far as I know, I don't think China has those kinds of tests. So it's probably going to be either in the house or else in the hotel. And it's sounding more likely the hotel because that's where we're going to go. There's been a lot of news since last night. In addition to what we got with our whole you're going to go get tested thing today. Last night around midnight it came out that all foreigners, whether you have a valid visa or a residence permit, you're blocked from entering the country. Now, for us, that's not really an issue because obviously we're already here. But there's a lot of foreigners that live here that decided to go to Thailand like us a little while ago, and now they're stranded for who knows how long. And even though Chinese nationals are being allowed to come back into the country, the government reduced the number of flights coming into the country dramatically. And I've seen flights costing as much as somewhere around $40,000. So those the students and different people that have decided to go overseas, well, they're stuck there too. So now Chinese people are stranded in foreign countries. There's actually something that came out from the Fujian Chinese Association abroad in the Philippines. They've sent out calls for help because they can't get medicine. I don't know what's going on in the Philippines. I haven't been following that, but it sounds pretty dramatic to me. I do know from my boss. I had an old boss way back when that had lived in the Philippines. He went there as part of the Peace Corps. And according to him, this was years and years ago. I don't know, things might be different now, but he said that the Philippines doesn't have doctors in most hospitals. And maybe just one in the hospital because, well, they can't make the kind of money they can make elsewhere. So that could be a very dramatic situation if the virus takes hold there because, well, if you don't have a doctor to help you, then that's bad. But yeah, the flights, I cannot believe the cost of the flights coming back in. Now, going back out, I haven't seen a change in the price, probably because nobody wants to leave. I mean, at this point, China's probably one of the safer places to be, assuming you don't get rounded up by somebody. Again, it's not quite time yet, but we'll find out soon. I'm going to try and document it, and I'll put it online if I can. I have no guarantees that they won't just take my stuff. I don't know if this is... I think now maybe it's related to all foreigners being blocked, but I just don't know. I mean, the way that things are happening here toward foreigners, it changes a lot really fast. So we'll see. We'll see. Like I said, for all I know, I offended somebody online with my comments about the Chinese economy, and now they're going to take my camera and smash it to pieces and lock me up so no one ever hears from me anymore. Or accuse me of... who knows what will happen. We'll find out. Hopefully it's nothing. Hopefully they do the test and worst case scenario, stick us in that hotel. And even better, I hope they set us free entirely, but like I said, I don't think China has the testing kits like they do in the U.S. where you can get the results back, the same day or whatever. It's just... and if not, if it's like that, then I hope that they just let us come back here to our house and we can spend the duration of our quarantine period, which is now past the halfway mark, here at home instead of in some random hotel. The virus hotel, I'll call it, or the plague hotel. Well, it's just about 10 o'clock now, and we're just getting ready to go. So it turns out we are going to be driving ourselves. They're not going to be taking us. They said we have to notify them when we leave the house and also notify them when we're coming back. So it sounds like we're going to be coming back without issue, but who knows? Maybe that's just a ploy to make us not worry as we go to this plague hotel. Hopefully we don't get stuck in the plague hotel. I'm still hoping that maybe the results will come back soon and then we'll be free to go. But I'm not keeping my fingers crossed on that one. Something tells me they have the other style of test that can take days, where it has to be sent off to some laboratory, and on top of that, I don't even know if their tests actually work. I keep seeing reports coming back from overseas. People that bought tests from China are finding that the vast majority of them are defective or don't do anything at all. So who knows? Maybe the test they'll get, it won't say anything. I don't know that they would admit to that, but my fear is they would come back and say, oh, no, they wouldn't waste money. Well, you never know. I'm the one that'll be paying for the treatment, so you never know what'll happen. I better not worry myself about that, but yeah, we're just getting ready to go. Like I said, keeping my fingers crossed. Well, we're on our way. At least on our way down to the car.
Yeah. Wish us luck.
Well, here we go. On the drive to the plague hotel. Yeah, everything looks pretty normal outside. Normal life for everybody else. Not so normal for us. So we're done with the test and we're driving back to the house. It is remarkable that they did not have our name on the list of people that were supposed to come take a test, which tells me the local government had nothing to do with it. It was the apartment management people, the same ones that told me it was against the rules for us to get food delivered. So, yeah, the Chinese government isn't doing anything crazy. It's just local people panicking, that's all. Welcome back. We're at home. I'm cutting up vegetables again for dinner. So, you can imagine my my frustrations right now with my situation here in China. I'm basically a prisoner here with my wife. We aren't allowed to leave. They've told us that we won't be allowed to leave the apartment until we've taken a second test. Now what that means, basically this test, they said the results will be back in 13 days or so. And then to take a second test after that, it'll be another 13 days on top of that. I'm looking at a month right now inside the apartment, which is very frustrating. I'm literally a prisoner here. We are prisoners in this place. The attitude toward foreigners seems to be souring quite a bit. I'm hearing from other people. They've been here all along. They never actually left. There's another person that I've been talking to. They last left the country before the Chinese New Year, so that's months ago, and yet they are being put in quarantine and told the exact same thing that I have been told. I've also been getting a lot of hateful comments online from Chinese people. Somebody said that I was scum and that I should be deported. I don't know what I did to get them to hate me like that, but you know, if you want to deport me, then you've got to get me out of this apartment first, which, yeah, fine. Yeah, get me out of here. That's fine. I'll take my son and my wife and we'll go. But, just crazy stuff. Another very interesting development here. I have just found out that some people are being unsubscribed from my my YouTube channel, which I had no idea that if I had such a presence online that YouTube would have to be afraid of me. I don't know what I said to scare this, to scare YouTube. As far as I know, I've just, I have no idea. But apparently whatever it was that was in my videos was enough to shake these giant tech companies to their core and bring them to their knees. I'm just kidding, of course. I don't know. I've heard it from a couple of people. They've been unsubscribed. They were surprised to find that I was still making videos because they hadn't seen any alerts. So, I don't know. That's kind of bizarre. Like I said, I've not exactly got a big following online. So I promised everybody I'd get this up as soon as I could to give you guys an update. So I'm going to finish cooking dinner. I'm going to get this thing put together and try and get it uploaded now. Well, the internet lately has been a little bit difficult. I've been trying to get online today. Barely had enough internet to really be able to just reply to a few comments here and there. But I'm going to do my best. We'll get it uploaded. It should be up there tomorrow morning for me, at least. It'll take hours to get this thing up. Tomorrow morning for me. Tomorrow, well, in evening for you guys. It's kind of a strange thing. For you, it'll be the day before me. I'm ahead of you guys because I'm here in China. But keep watching. Apparently, yeah, like, share, subscribe. Subscribe again if you got unsubscribed. Get it out to as many people as you can if you find it interesting or whatever. But yeah, let's see what happens. I don't know. Again, before I really say goodbye, I don't know what's going to happen with this. These people have a lot of power over us right now, so I've heard from other people. They went through what we did. They got tested. They went back, thought everything was fine, and then a few days later the police showed up and hauled them off. So, well, we'll hope for the best. In either case, I'm going to probably be in quarantine for at least a month or so now. Yeah, just a nightmare. Anyway, I'll get this thing done, and I guess we'll see you guys in the next one.